guys, it's Ali and welcome to day 3 in the December 2022 collaboration. So prompt for day 3 is bright colour / journaling card. Okay, so I'm just going to work with 2 colours. I've had a look in the kits that I'm using and there's some blue and yellow, so I'm going to work with these Speed Dry Magic colours, the inks, liquid acrylic colour they are, so I'm going to work with them. And I've got some vintage Nouveau drops there as well. I've got some index cards that I'm going to use as my journaling cards. I'm just going to put my mat down for a minute and then the ink doesn't go everywhere. Right, what I've got 6, I'm only going to make 3, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to glue 2 together just to thicken them up a little bit. That's what I'm going to do. Yeah, so I thought I quite like this prompt, the bright colours, because I'm thinking it'll look quite nice with the grunge in the journal as well, because obviously in the forest there's fairies and there's elves and there's flowers and there's all sorts of pretty things, so a bit of colour as well as grunge will be nice, I think. So I had a little think about what I wanted to do. I've got something on there. Get off. What it is, I think it's fluff. Yeah, I had a little think. I think I know what I'm going to do. But yeah, I thought a little bit of colour will be nice, won't it, along with the grunge. Because not everything in the forest is green and brown. Yeah, so I'll bring in a bit more colour as we're going along. Right, so I've stuck them index cards together, like I said, only to strengthen them a little bit. So I've got these colours here. I'm just going to spritz my index cards. Never used these before, they were new, so I don't know what they're going to be like. I'm going to put a bit on my mat and I'm going to use them as a watercolour. So I've got a nice big brush here and I'm just going to add some colour. This colour is exactly the same colour that's in one of the kits actually, now I'm looking at it. So this will be nice. Okay, that's enough on that one. How are we doing, guys? Are we all okay? I hope so. I'm okay. Not really been doing anything, just planning for this really, to be honest with you. I've not really been up to anything else, just working on this challenge. I have got another journal that I'm going to be starting off camera. Yeah, so I'm going to make a start on that tomorrow. I've got into sort of the swing of things with this challenge now. Yeah, it's the same kind of green that's in the kit, so these should turn out okay, to be honest. Right, let's get a little bit of something to mop up with. I've got some paper somewhere. Yeah. Just going to mop up with this paper because I might use this towards the end of the challenge. Right, what I'm going to do, guys, is I'm just going to put on my heat gun and just dry off that first colour. Okay, so they're not bone dry, but they're fairly dry. I'm going to add some more colour anyway, so I'm going to come in with this yellow, and it is a bright yellow, isn't it? Definitely not one of my go-to colours, but let's have a look. Let's see what we can do with it. I don't know whether to not add the water to the paint and just spritz it again. Right, okay, let's try this yellow and see. Yeah, that's nice. I was going to go blue and green and then I spotted this yellow and I thought that might be nice. Yeah, I like that. That'll probably dry a bit lighter as well. Okay, let's just add some more. It's made a green look because I've got the blue and the yellow, but let's have a little bit more. Should have, let me just rinse my brush out. Okay, and let's put some more yellow down. There we go. It's a good job I glued two together because they are quite wet. They're quite pigmented, these. I've had these on my mixed media trolley for must be 6 months and never opened them. And I thought, you know what, Alison, you need to get using your products that you buy instead of just leaving them sat on the shelf. So yeah. Hence today's video. Right, I think they're bright. Do you bright colours? Bright for me anyway. Yeah, definitely bright for me. Right, let's just put that in there. Let's put the lid on here because the last thing I want to do is knock that everywhere. Right, let's just get this mop up paper. Just mop up that paint because we could use this in some ephemera. Rather than waste it. Yeah, I'll let that dry off and we can use it in something. Right, I'm just going to get my heat gun and I'm just going to dry off properly. Okay guys, I'll be back in a bit. Okay, so they're a little bit damp but they're not soaking wet. Right, what I'm going to do next is I've got two Derwent Inktense pencils. One's a metallic and one's just an ordinary in a yellow and a blue, and I'm just going to do a little bit of mark making, just making some squiggles and bits on my background just to bring it to life a little bit. As you can see, nothing fantastic, just little markings. Yeah, I'm just going to do some little circles.
Falling, we keep busy until late, 'cause tomorrow keeps on calling, and the red man will not wait. So we better get to move on. Let's bring on the evergreens. Keep the chimney clean, you know what I mean, 'cause tomorrow is the day. I can hear the sleigh bells ringing, how they're headed for our house, and the radio keeps singing what the season's all about.
A few little squiggles with the pencils and this black, what's it called? Food ball. It goes over paints and inks and that, and it's a 1.5 nib on there. Right, what I'm going to do now is I've just got this script stamp and I've got walnut stain, and I'm just going to put a bit of script in the background as well. In fact, I think I want a better ink than that for stamping with. What should we go with? Let's have this one, the archival one. It's better for stamping with. And this is sepia. Yeah, that's better. Okay, and then this one. Okay, that's enough stamping. What I'm going to do before I go any further is I'm just going to round my corners. I think they look a bit harsh with them for journal cards, so I'm just going to round the corners. Okay, and now I want to grunge up around the edges, so I'm going to use my vintage photo because it's a really nice, it's a new one and it's juicy. Let's just change that. Let's just get a new one of the dobber thing. Oh, sorry guys, knocking the camera. Just a new one of these. It fell off. I need to buy some new applicators, to be honest. Right, let's just ink that up. Yeah, it's a nice new vintage photo, so I'm just going to ink around the edges. I am going to gild it as well. I'm going to go with some gold around the edges as well. Okay, Okay, so there we are. I've inked around the edges. I was just about to put my heat gun on and just drag, because the corners are still a little bit damp, but I think it's overheated. I'll have to wait for it to cool down before I can put it back on. Right, so for my focal images, I bought a kit. Well, I bought a couple of kits from a lady called, I think it's Bolin Art or something like that. I watch her YouTube channel and she has some lovely kits, and it was this one here, and they were all like hand painted flowers onto book pages, which I thought were really nice. I've done a bit more fussy cutting last night, but I think I want to use some of these flowers today on these journal cards, but I don't know whether I want to put something underneath. Bear with me a second, guys. I'm just going to get some embroidery threads. I bought this when I went visiting my mum from Home Bargains. I'm just thinking, should we put a bit of embroidery thread underneath the... It's very bright, isn't it? Yeah, just a little bit underneath the flower maybe. We'll have a look what it looks like. Oh, I've got a couple of things there. That one goes better, doesn't it? Yeah, let's have a look what we can put on first. So yeah, these were beautiful. I spent last night fussy cutting them. Yellow one. And I think I want a green one, a big green one. Aren't they nice? Really nice, aren't they? I'm not sure about that pink one in the middle. What other colour have I got? Blue. I know there's quite a lot of space around the edge, but I wanted you to see the bright colour, because it's not something I do very often. That one's nice as well. I think I prefer the leaves than... Yeah, I'm going to use them three on there. I might get a little label out, put a little label on as well or something. So what I'm going to do with these guys is I'm going to gild them. I'm going to use my gold gilding polish. And I'm just going to put a little bit on my mat. Let's just get a... what do you call it? Spatula, just while I get some out of the jar. Oh, we're stuck together here. In fact, before I do that, I'm just going to put some white splatters on. Let's just put them up there for the time being. And let's just add some white splatters. I'm just going to grab my splat box. I'll be 1 second. It's just behind me. Yeah, because I don't want the splatters on the die cuts. Okay, so I'm going to just use my white. This is just the Dina Wakley gloss spray in acrylic, and it's white. Now if it doesn't come out like this, I will... It's not my favourite, this. It's by no means very vibrant. Have I got a white one in the ink? Bear with me, guys. Yeah, I have. Let's try this magic colour ink and let's see if we can get it any more vibrant. I'm just going to put a bit of this on me, on the side of me mat. I've got a fan brush somewhere here. Hope you can see. Let's see. Oh, that's better. That's much better. No, I wasn't impressed with that Dina Wakley one. I've never been impressed with it since the day I bought it, to be honest. Yeah, that's much better. Right, let's just put that one out there for a minute and let's just grab the other one. Just put a bit more ink down. Oh, I'll have to use this from now on then for ink for splatters. It's much better. Yeah, that's better. Okay, right, so I'm just going to put my lid on that before I knock it everywhere, and I will cry my eyes out because they're not cheap. Right, let's just get them out. Okay, Okay, then I'm just going to dry off those white splatters, guys, and then I shall be back. Okay, guys, so my heat gun's decided to not work. I don't know whether it's just overheated. I've left it on, hoping it might come back on. So I'll have to just leave them to dry for a little minute. I've got my flowers, my leaves, sorry. I've put a bit of ink around the edge, and now I'm going to use my gilding polish. I'm going to just use my finger and just gild around the edges.
While the snow is gently falling, we keep busy until late, 'cause tomorrow keeps on calling, and the red man will not wait. So we better get to move on. Let's bring on the evergreens. Keep the chimney clean, you know what I mean, 'cause tomorrow is the day. I can hear the sleigh bells ringing, how they're headed for our house, and the radio keeps singing what the season's all about. From upstairs we hear the laughter.
Okay, so my heat gun came on, so I've dried it off. I've gilded round the edges, and I've also gilded over the leaves. So what I'm going to do now, just because I'm just going to move that, it's the card's warped a little bit. I've got a piece of where's it gone, coffee dyed paper I've just got out. Oh, Alison, you've got that much stuff around you, you can't find anything. What did you do with the coffee dyed paper? I've just got a sheet out. Is it there? Never mind, we'll use some of this instead. We'll use some of this card. I've just put it down somewhere. I'm just going to glue them onto a piece of card just to reinforce them a little bit, because like I said, they've warped when I can put my hands on my glue. Here it is. Yeah, I thought my heat gun is, I think it's on its way out. I can't complain really. I've had that since I started crafting in about, I think it was about 2016 I bought it, so it's served me well, to be honest. Let's just put all that down. I'll have to put them under something to flatten because I've added so much water to them. They've warped a little bit.
While the snow is gently falling, we keep busy until late, 'cause tomorrow keeps on calling, and the red man will not wait. So we better get to move on. Let's bring on the evergreens. Keep the chimney clean, you know what I mean, 'cause tomorrow is the day. I can hear the sleigh bells ringing, how they're headed for our house, and the radio keeps singing what the season's all about. From upstairs we hear the laughter.
Okay, so I've just added that piece of card on the back just to, you know, make it a bit more sturdy. I am going to stitch around them in a minute, but what I want to do before I do that, I'm just going to go around the edges again a little bit where I've added the paper. You can see the white. Yeah, I'm going to stitch it just because they're quite thick, and it'll just finish it off, I think, if I stitch it. I've missed a corner off there. Yeah. Okay, let's just do that one. Yeah, I think I'm alright with them. That's about as bright as I'm going to go, I think. Right, so what I want to do now, I'm going to make a little tab for the top, just to, and when I stitch around it, I can stitch the tab on as well. Just with it being a little journal card, I just want to use these book pages. So I'm just going to, I think I'm going to just cut it like that. And I'm just going to put a little tab on there like that. I will ink over it in a minute. Let's just glue it on for now. Just then there's something on the top of the journal card. Oh, I forgot I've used two pieces of paper. Why did I do that? Let's use that one. Let's just use, oh, I'll have to do it now. I forgot I glued two pieces of paper together, silly me. Right, there's one. Right, let's do another one. Just cutting up the sides again, just so it's something a bit different shape. Right, let's glue this one on. Get rid of them bits. Which way around? That way. Am I right in the right way? I'll stitch them and then I will ink over them. Let's just get another piece. I've got about 4 pieces there. Don't need all that. Right, okay, let's just cut these down again. Okay, I'm just going to add this one on here. Got ink stuck to my mat. Right, let's do this one. The day's gone really quick today, really quick. Might as well use it. I've cut 2 pieces together so it'll just thicken it up a little bit. Yeah, the day doesn't seem to have gone anywhere today. I don't seem to have got a great deal done today, to be honest. I've been faffing around, tidying up and my desk and whatnot. Right guys, before I go any further, I'm just going to quickly stitch around it and then I'll be back. Okay, so I've scruffily stitched around the edges. I'm going to leave my threads. I just want a piece of scrap paper. I'm just going to ink over the little tabs that I've made at the top. Just ink over it a little bit. That's better. And then this one. Okay, so now I'm going to add my images. Let's have a look if we should put this. Let's just cut that down just a little touch. Should we put some of this embroidery thread on? Let's have a look. I don't know whether we need it, to be honest. No, I don't think it adds anything to it. I think I prefer it without, to be honest. Yeah, I'm just going to add my die cuts. Okay. Where's my roller gone? Let's just roll over it and then make sure they stay down. Yeah, I like that. Very bright, isn't it? Very bright for me anyway. Yeah, but it will be nice. The more when I was sat there thinking last night and I thought, you know, a bit of lighter colour will be nice along with the grunge as well. Because it's not all dark and gloomy in the forest, is it? Well, dark and... No, I'm not in my forest anyway. It's not in my forest. It's going to be a mix of light and dark. Yeah, I've just got some gilding polish there. If you don't get it off, it takes ages to try and get it off. Right, where's the other one? There it is. Oh, it's all tangled around the embroidery floss. I think I want black. I was going to add some of this. Or should we put black? Let's have a look what colour this looks like. Oh no, that would go nice, I think, wouldn't it? Let's just get a little label or a little ticket and let's just see if we want to put one of them on as well. Just got some little labels here. Can you see, guys? Yeah. Whether I want to put like a little... That one's got the date. We could stamp the date on there. That one's got a number. Stamp a number. What's them say? Yeah, let's have one of these on each of them. Yeah, we'll have one of these little labels just on the edge. Let's just get my ink and just ink around it a little bit. I've enjoyed doing them. I've enjoyed trying them new inks because, like I said, they've been sat on a shelf for about 6 months. I really wanted them. I saved up enough money to buy the set, and then yeah, they've just sat there, so I didn't really need them, did I? Or didn't really want them, obviously. But yeah, anyway, we've used them today and I'll be using them again. I like them, they're nice. Just put the lid on there. Oh God, it's gone very warm in this room. We've got one of the girls off. She's not a bit well. She's just started a course of antibiotics and she must be cold because the heating's gone on. Well, it's not cold with the door shut, and I always shut the door when I'm filming. I'm getting rather warm now. Okay, so I'm just going to finish off, guys, with some of them little Nouveau drops. Let's just put the lid on there. I don't know whether to add a couple of black ones as well. Where is my black one? Sorry, stretching over. I have got a black one somewhere. No, let's have gold. Let's keep it light instead of black. I've got gold and then this one here, so I'm just going to add a few little bit of embellishing.
While the snow is gently falling, we keep busy until late, 'cause tomorrow keeps on calling, and the red man will not wait. So we better get to move on. Let's bring on the evergreens. Keep the chimney clean, you know what I mean, 'cause tomorrow is the day. I can hear the sleigh bells ringing, how they're headed.
Okay then, so there we go. There's my day 3, and the prompt was bright colour and journaling card. So I think we've achieved that there. That was kind of what I had an image in my head like, so I'll just show you them. I love that the flowers, the kit. It's a really nice one. I'll be using that a lot. Yeah, so there we go then. There's day 3 sorted. I hope you've enjoyed watching, and as always, thank you guys, and take care, and I'll be back tomorrow. See you soon. Bye for now.